This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by the Coors Light Cold Activation Window, GoDaddy, Gamefly,
and Surprise Poodle. I don't know, I think she's supposed to be Surprise Poodle!
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com. Hello, welcome to Diggnation episode number 265. I'm Kevin Rose.
65? What number is that?
What number are we on?
254.
254.
254.
I'm Kevin Rose.
Clearly, and I'm Alex Albrecht, trying to keep Kevin within the law using, some sort of light emitting laser. Can I try it? I want to try it. You know what I want to do? I want to tell you guys about Coors Light. So we're in San Francisco again. Is it weird? Let me ask you this. You're not supposed to shoot in your eyeballs.
No.
What if you reflect it off of something and you can tell it's shooting into your eyeball?
It's probably not good for you.
No, when it hits something, it dissipates the bad stuff.
The bad stuff.
Are you making that up?
I heard that somewhere. Someone told me that.
We're getting a lot of people
Can I
writing
put-
in about lasers.
Okay, lasers are good, kids, and so are bunnies, which I like. Do you like
Bunnies are also
bunnies?
great. Chocolate bunnies.
Chocolate bunnies?
Yes.
Are you a chocolate guy?
Oh, dude, am I a chocolate guy?
I guess that's a yes.
Have you
I just
ever
had some
stayed the night in my house and we've had ice cream?
Oh, well, yeah, that's some crazy chocolate shit. But
nothing
I
like
just
that.
found this place that sells chocolate with all sorts of weird chocolate bar with almonds and sea salt.
Dude, that's awesome.
Right?
Listen to this. This is what I had the other day.
Shoot.
I had a croissant, a fresh baked croissant. Okay,
Right.
imagine like fresh, like tasty croissant. Almonds on top, like glazed almonds.
Okay.
Chocolate bar inside, melted inside the croissant.
Oh, amazing.
Fluffy, tender, moist, sweet.
It's an almond chocolate croissant butter bar.
It was amazing. It was
Amazing.
breathtaking.
I love that. You know what else is good? And this is really fun because I'm actually quite thirsty. We're sponsored today by Coors Light, which is great. Coors has been sponsoring us fairly regularly, which is awesome. Also, wanted to say, so we've had Coors, they've had a bunch of these cold activated items to help you with when your beer is cold. This is actually now their new thing, which is when you go to the store, there's actually a cold activated window, as Kevin is demonstrating right there with his tapping. It's a cold activation window, so you can look into the window while you're at the store and decide whether it is cold or not. So it's a relatively new technology out now on the Coors, and it's actually really cool because you go into some of these places. Yeah, open it up and let's get a beer. You go into some of these places and you're like, this kind of feels cold, but a lot of these like fly-by-night.
Oh, jeez.
That's gonna be a shaker.
Hey, shaker, ding dong. Don't know what that means.
Don't spray that all over my carpet.
No, this is how you calm it down.
So, but here's the thing I'm gonna say. A lot of these places you go into, they'll turn, and I hate when this happens, when stores will actually turn the temperatures of their refrigerators down to save money on energy, and you get like a soda or you get some beers, and they're warm.
It's the
Right?
worst.
It's the worst. So now you can go in and you can look in and go, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it here because it's not cold. Also, I don't know if a lot of you know that we purchase all of our beers usually right before the show. And so this is a little bit of a quick little vignette of what Prager and Glenn did to go buy our beer. So thank you, Prager and Glenn.
Thanks, Bergman.
We just gotta be there in a few minutes, but I think we should be. Dude, shoot, man, we forgot to buy the beer.
What?
We gotta
Who
get beer.
forgot that?
I didn't get any beer for the show. I gotta go get beer for the show.
I got the poke, man. Let's go ride.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, dude, look at this one. Dude, check this out. Coors Light now has a cold activation window on the box, so you can turn the can to see if the mountains are blue. Your beer is cold.
Nice. I couldn't read any of those labels anyway.
Let's go.
So that was just Prager and Glenn going to buy beer.
Yeah, which is how they like to rock it on the show. We got a good show, fun show.
We do.
interesting things.
We do.
Oh, somebody, I think Shamu
Prayer
over
didn't
there
get it.
wants a beer.
He's like like in the corner. Here we go.
Blowhole.
There we go.
Oh.
Graham, you want one?
Graham,
Graham,
one.
you
There we
good?
go. Graham.
Oh, he's got one. He's
Ryan
got one
wants
already.
one. Here
Ryan,
we go.
you want one?
We're going long distance with this one.
No,
Here we go. Here
it's
we
your
go.
house. No. Yay!
There
Yeah,
we
a couple more taps. There's like the freaking flying trapeze brothers over there. All right, so shall we get into the first story?
We haven't covered this one. You know, we forgot to actually cover it last week. And we thought, you know, why not just go back and not really...
We're not going to beat a dead horse on this story. We're just going to throw our hat in.
But we do want to throw our commentary. This is Apple's next iPhone. 9,437 people dug this story, submitted by Turnspin. So y'all know about the link, blah, 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 the suit, the raid, all that shit that happened.
Yep.
What I want to talk about is the actual device itself.
Yes.
When you looked at this phone, and you see... First of all, I called this phone, by the way.
You did? What
I
did
did.
the guy answer? What did he say? He was like, hello, Gizmodo.
So I called what it was going to look like. Do you remember this?
Did you say it was going to look like the iPad?
There's two things I want. Yeah, I said it was. I said it was going to be in a unibody enclosure, like a all metal kind of enclosure. So that was one thing. I did call that months ago, dude. I heard that rumor. So one other thing I wanted to say is about a year and a half ago on Diggnation.
Okay.
I made
A flagrant
I
comment.
told people that they should go off and buy Baidu stock.
Yes.
I want to know if you did buy Baidu stock. Email me, and if you still have it today, email the show. Was it what's our email?
Fans at Diggnation.com.
I'm just curious how much money I made people. Because dude, it's like up like 400% since I freaking recommended it.
Nice.
I'm a stock picker. What can I say? Okay, so
Amen.
let's go to the actual phone itself.
Yes.
Fair, did you buy some? You should have bought some.
I have some actually.
Do you really?
Oh,
Oh.
no, I have Apple stock, sorry.
Okay. Okay. So front-facing camera.
Yes, which is interesting. I don't quite. Now that I have it, I'm a little like, no, do I really want one? Do you know what I mean?
What front-facing camera?
Yeah, I don't really want to ever do video chatting because most of the time I'm happy to be talking on the phone. I don't really need to see what
if
people.
I could be like,
Chat roulette?
if you call me and you're not chat roulette, if you call me and you're like, hey dude, let's go video. I'm like, all right, 1 second. I'm like,
Hey, dude, let's go video. All right, let me check it out. Boop. Bro, what the fuck?
dude, how cool would it be if you're like, your
Put your
face is right
clothes
there?
on.
Wouldn't that be awesome if we were doing video like that and you're just like, hey, what's up, blah, 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 and you're like, take it around the party and show people and like, hey,
You know the thing. Here's
pass
the thing.
Rick over to fucking Tom.
Pass Rick over to fucking Tom. Amazing. That's where the front-facing camera comes in.
Dude, I'm
Yo,
so
pass Rick over to fucking Tom.
Be like, oh, you want to take a break? 1 sec. And it's like, it's tossed over. How cool would that be? Like,
And he's
oh,
like,
what's up?
Oh, it's your quick motions. Don't dart. Oh, my cat.
How cool would that be?
Look, it's
'Cause you just
interesting.
get little tripods for your friends and have them around, like just doing different things.
Well, theoretically, yes,
It would be awesome at a party. Could you imagine?
Dude,
You
this is
came
gonna
in and
happen
your
now.
friend is sitting there on a little tripod, like looking around.
On the couch, he's like, hey, what's up, Kevin? I didn't know you were coming. Hey, come on, saddle up. I want to chat for a second.
Until you sit down next to him. That'd be so cool. Fuck. Okay.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
All right. So
Front-facing, interesting. I think that's going to be good for, there was something, like daily booths and stuff and being able to be like, hey, let's grab a picture real quick. Instead of that, like,
right.
Somebody's got to take it. I mean, the iPhone, somebody's got to take it. Otherwise, it's like half an eye. You know, it's like this half of the body.
The enclosure is awesome.
Enclosure's awesome. Here's the thing.
They're not gonna have those cracks, by the way. That's
No,
gonna go away.
I know. But here's the thing. If you hold up an iPad, the iPad side looks exactly like that. It's just that the back is beveled. So if you think of an iPad, if you have an iPad and you hold the iPad up and you think about a smooth, non-beveled back that is supposedly all glass or some sort of acrylic or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's not metal, it's not plastic. That's a pretty cool looking device.
Yeah.
So I think the aesthetics are really, really cool.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
Thinner.
It's
It's
thin,
thinner
it's flat.
than the 3GS. You know, there was a couple other things. What?
Keep going.
There's a couple other things that that it had that I can't remember. Oh, they say that it's a more robust camera because the camera actually looks fairly more substantial and flash. That is going to be
Flash is huge.
Flash and a better camera. That in and of itself is worth the price of admission, in my opinion.
I'm sure the process.
And they say the
Processor's probably going to be
they say
better.
the resolution's higher too. They were
They
looking
said
at
that
the
the
pixels.
resolution's going to be higher. Yeah, I mean all of this stuff is good.
Probably just iPhone OS 4, right?
Yeah, it's gonna
Probably
be OS 4.
iPhone OS 4.
I mean, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I'm super excited. I mean, I think this is going to be the announcement in, what do they say, July, June, something like that?
WWDC.
The funny thing,
Yeah.
we didn't mention this before though, but people wonder like why Apple is so pissed off at this. Like, oh, so what? It leaked out. It leaked out 6 months before it shipped, right?
Yeah.
So 6 months. Think
Yeah.
about this. Think about how many news and press outlets this hit, okay?
Yeah.
Everywhere, right?
Everywhere. It was everywhere.
What is anyone that's considering buying an iPhone going to do? They're going to wait.
Yeah.
This is going to fuck up Apple's like quarterly earnings big time.
Yeah.
This is like a big deal. Like
Yeah.
we're talking, tens of millions of dollars lost off of a leak
Oh,
like
I
this.
see what you mean. Yeah, because people are. It's not a
cannibalizing
rumor
themselves.
anymore. It's not a rumor anymore. So they're like, well, I was gonna upgrade to the iPhone, but I'll
I'm
just
gonna
wait
wait.
because it's September. I can wait till September, and then I get this.
Right, and then it fucks up their
Yeah.
Q2 earnings.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Plus,
a big deal.
they're notoriously tight. I mean, they are like secure central. The fact that this happened and something this big of a deal, I mean, it's crazy.
Did the engineer keep his job?
Yeah, I never heard.
The engineer?
I can't. I'd be. Yeah, it would be surprised if they fired him for losing the phone.
Oh,
I mean,
they
that's crappy, but
Talented. Like he developed a lot of innovative stuff that the iPhone does
The
on the
phone
side.
app that you actually call people with, he wrote that app. So that's probably why he had it.
Oh, really?
yeah, he's not a lower level guy.
He's like it was his birthday. That's like the one half excuse.
Oh, it
It's
was
like,
his
my
birthday.
If he was just at a bar getting drunk and lost the phone, well,
Yeah.
But if he's on his birthday also, you kind of a little more of an excuse.
Well, it was in the hidden case. That was the coolest thing about this
Yeah,
entire
the
thing.
hidden case was the epicness.
Was the fact that they went all the way to
Stealth.
create a stealth case for it.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it's just a 3GS. 4. What'd you say?
Totally, that's amazing.
Yeah. I'll call you back later, bud. Yeah, no, your hair looks great. I mean, my 3GS. Oh. Like, how do you test that in the wild and people not go, are you fucking video chatting with that guy? You're like, yeah, anyway, so say hi to everybody. Hi, Bill says hi, Bill says hi. Totally an iPhone 4G.
Totally.
Like, what?
Before the iPhone came out,
Or like, how's that? They're like,
oh,
they're like, take a picture, take a picture.
It was nuts because it was
Yeah.
the first shot of it like in the wild.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that when it first came out. Anyway, well, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
excited.
cool.
I mean, look, I was excited before I saw it because I like the devices, and I
Well,
think I've had
I
every
busted
generation.
mine, and I'm not going to go buy a new one now. I'm going to wait till the freaking new one comes out.
You're going to buy a new one.
No, not one of these. I'm going to wait till the new one.
No. All right, let's get to the next story, shall we?
Yep.
Sprint employees fired for helping aging mall cop nab thief. First off, longest title of a story ever. It's the whole article in a story title. 1,863 people dug the story submitted by Janie Khan. So basically, these two guys are on break at working at Starbucks. I mean, not Starbucks, Sprint. What are you doing, Giggles McGinnis? Are you looking at?
I'm just.
Yeah. So two guys work at the Sprint store, right?
Okay, Sprint Cellular.
They're in the mall. Coming back from lunch.
Okay.
All of a sudden, this older security guard is yelling, "Help! Help! Stop that guy!"
Okay, ask me what I would do, because I haven't read the story.
What would you do?
I
And
work
the
at
guy's
Sprint.
running right by
I
you.
work at Sprint. Dude, you freaking trip him.
Yeah,
Or
right.
just karate chop and some time chop.
Yeah. Well, so these guys go, holy crap. They tackle the guy. They help the guy subdue him. They calm the guy down. They go back into the store. They tell everybody what happened. It's like crazy, man. This guy was, shoplifting. This old security guard couldn't get him, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Next day, they're each individually brought into the manager's office and fired
What?
for what they call, what did they call the thing? It was weird.
Like leaving the store.
No, because they were on break. It was called, oh God, what did they say? Hold on. It was really weird how they expressed it, how they said it. They labeled it a form of misconduct.
What?
Helping the security guard is a form of misconduct for Sprint employees. Really? And they literally, the two guys, one of the guys worked there for like 7 years and was like, I love this job. This is a great job. I was a manager at one point. He was like, not once did they tell us, if somebody steals something, do not try to apprehend them.
What's the background on this?
That's
gotta be,
it.
No, there's more to the story.
No, they didn't say anything.
Were they like, why did you stop him? You shouldn't have stopped him.
No. He said, this is what happened. They said, it doesn't say anything about things that happen outside the store. It does say that they don't want you to detain them or hold them. This is sort of their overall thing. You don't want to detain or hold the people, but it doesn't say anything about, doesn't say that doing it is punishable by corrective action or termination. It's a very gray area. So this is what he said. He said, they didn't really tell us anything at all. They didn't let us know where they were coming from. They just said, we looked into it further and you're fired. They labeled it as a form of misconduct. So then it's gotten all sorts of, I mean, it's like exploded. It's like all over these local TV stations. There's been like a big radio interview about it. I mean, these are those kinds of things that somebody somewhere slipped up big time, because to have somebody go, yeah, I apprehended a thief who, was evading this security guard. Oh yeah, that's not stuff. That kind of really good chivalrous behavior, we don't want that associated with Sprint in any way.
I don't think that's what it is, though, to be honest.
What is it?
I think the problem is that they have these rules. And I was once worked at a retail shop where they said that you couldn't do the same thing. It was at a cellular shop.
Okay.
And they said that you could not, if you saw someone stealing something, you were to call the police, but you could not go after them yourself. And the reason they did that was for lawsuits and kind of like, so like if you wrongfully detain someone, or
sprints.
if you hurt yourself, like they were like, we just don't want you doing anything. Like let the merchandise go. It's worth it just to let the merchandise go.
Okay.
And so it probably has to do with that. Like they broke protocol.
Yeah, but why they didn't tell them?
Why would you fire someone? You're just like, hey, listen, you shouldn't do that if you ever see that happen again.
Yeah.
But these guys are kind of like semi-heroes in a way.
Dude, well, yeah, and now everybody's like, oh, Sprint, give me a break. Come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, anyway. All right, what's up? What's next? Bingo.
All right, next story of the day. Extinct Ben & Jerry's flavors fans miss the most. 2,039 people dug the story submitted by Reds Faithful.
Okay.
Okay, so are you a big Ben & Jerry's fan?
I love Ben & Jerry's.
I do too. And here are the flavors that fans miss the most. Wavy Gravy. I gotta say, you give me your scale on whether or not you think this sounds good.
Okay.
Wavy Gravy. It is Brazil nut ice cream with almonds and chocolate hazelnut swirl.
Wow, it sounds amazing. Are you kidding me?
Sounds horrible.
What?
It's too nutty. I don't like a lot of nuts in my freaking ice cream.
Well, all right. Fair enough. Go on.
Next one, Rainforest Crunch.
Nothing you can say about that.
Not much you can say on that. Next one is called Rainforest Crunch.
Okay.
Vanilla ice cream with cashew and Brazil nut butter crunch chunks.
That sounds awesome as well.
Again,
still too much nuts?
I'm not a cashew fan, not my ice cream.
You don't like cashew?
Not my ice cream.
Oh man, cashew's great.
Okay, next one.
Might be my favorite nut.
Cannoli. Holy cannoli.
All canola oil.
It is vanilla pistachio ice cream with ricotta, pistachios, and cannoli pieces.
It sounds interesting. I'm not a big pistachio fan. Cannoli
Those
is like
little
a it's
Italian
like
things.
Italian
little
things.
wrap with the little.
Canola oil at it?
No, it's in the wrappy thing.
No, it's it's an Italian pastry.
It's the.
Embarrass myself?
You know what I'm talking. Yes, you did.
Okay, so I'm okay. I'm not a big pistachio fan.
I'm not either. Next one, from Russia with Buzz. Okay.
I'm gonna like this.
Dark coffee ice cream with
Yeah.
espresso fudge chips.
Amazing.
That sounds awesome.
I love coffee ice cream.
Oh, coffee
dude.
ice cream is the
I could do
best.
some right now. Why could we?
Hold on, I got a couple more.
Okay.
Next one, White Russian.
Okay.
Okay. It is.
Clue.
Kahlua maybe?
No, it doesn't say. Damn it! It just says White Russian.
Where? A confection. Here, read this. Read that.
It doesn't say. Where do you see the actual description of it?
Oh well, it's probably just a White Russian.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. So next one, One Sweet World. Okay.
Okay.
It's
Interested. I'm interested.
Why do they not say? Oh, here we go. It's a mix of caramel and coffee ice creams with coffee, fudge chips, caramel sauce, and marshmallows.
Whoa!
That sounds awesome.
That is one of those things you take one bite and you go, oh, so much of everything.
That's good, dude. Festivus is this one.
I'm so excited that they even did a Festivus one.
Cinnamon and brown sugar ice cream swirled with gingerbread cookie crumbs and ginger caramel sauce.
Shit balls. Why would they take that away?
I don't know. That sounds
Why
awesome.
are they so mean?
So I heard they had a new flavor out. There's a rumor out there right now.
Okay.
That they have. They just announced peanut brittle.
Ooh,
Ben and
that would be
Jerry's.
good.
Damn, you know,
I
like
love
vanilla ice
peanut
cream
brittle.
with peanut brittle.
I love peanut
I
brittle.
love peanut brittle. I will eat
I
peanut
would
brittle.
eat peanut brittle all day.
I know.
And then my teeth would fall out. I'd be all like
I know.
brittly.
Dude, this is the thing. Ice cream is my downfall, dude. I sneak it sometimes.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
You like don't tell anybody?
No, like the.
You go to the bathroom, you're like, and then you're like, you okay? No.
Dude,
And then you come out and you got ice cream and you're like,
I've done that. Honestly,
like, are
guys,
you cold? And you're like, yeah,
dude,
yeah, all right.
honestly, the other night,
Chocolate at your face.
I swear, I was watching a movie like 2 nights ago.
Like,
Freaking.
I gotta pee with my mouth on some ice cream.
What?
No, go. What?
The girlfriend was watching a movie, and I got up and I went to the freaking kitchen and I pulled out some of that American Dream, which is Stephen Colbert's flavor.
Yeah.
And I brought it back like kind of on my side, like on my like a sidearm, so she couldn't see it, you know.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. I told her I kind of have some ice cream down there, and then
I don't have some ice cream down there. First off, anytime you tell a girl that, I don't know that's what she's thinking. I gotta have some ice cream down there. Interesting.
And she's like, well, don't eat. She's like, eat it before it gets too soft. And I was like, no, I don't want it, because I'm trying to like eat healthier and run. And
Yeah, it's just flowing.
And then I went to put it back.
And you ate all of it.
You're
You're like, no, honey.
I had like 3
I gotta
scoops
do
of
it.
cookies.
You're
I was
like,
oh, it's so good.
I hate myself. I love it. All right. Dude, ice cream is freaking. Anybody who doesn't like ice cream is a weirdo.
I agree
Well,
with
I shouldn't say that because I'm sure there are people who are like, I'm lactose intolerant.
that. They can get soy ice cream. Glenn doesn't.
Soy ice cream? There's
Dude.
some great soy ice cream.
Every
Really?
once in a while, Glenn will have ice cream with me when he's not supposed to.
What do you mean I'm not supposed to?
Well, you just don't like to do a lot of it.
Well, I mean, it's too sweet for me, to be honest. Like Ben and Jerry's ice cream is like, whoa. Close the door.
Door? What does that even mean? This is so sweet. This is so sweet. Somebody close the door.
Close the door. I'm
this
gonna
is
need to
way
masturbate.
too
This is
sweet.
way too sweet. Close the door.
I love it.
That wasn't a masturbation reference, right?
No, I'm sure it was just some sort of weird
What is
stony.
it? That's got to be a sexual reference, though, right? Like close the door.
No.
No.
What does that have to be?
I don't know. When you ask someone to close the door, aren't you wanting to do something in private?
Before it gets mushy or soft.
Yeah, there's all sorts of double entendres happening here.
I don't know.
All right, well, let's get to, speaking of eating healthy or not eating healthy, next story, behind the shady world of marketing junk food to children. 197 people dug the story submitted by MW Tap. Marketers spend billions of dollars attracting kids to junk food they hope will become a lifelong brand attachment.
Ugh.
But the effect on kids' health can be ... costly. There wasn't any ... I made that up. This is very, very interesting. First off, we all know that places like McDonald's and KFC and Burger King and all of the Wendy's and all of these places,
Are evil.
well, all right, I wasn't going to go that far, but they just maybe serve not quite healthy food.
Correct.
And one of the other things is that those have been. I mean, did you eat McDonald's when you were a kid, or Burger King or whatever
Yes.
this thing was?
Yes, I did.
I used to eat McDonald's all the time, and one of the things that I was really excited about
The fucking
McDonald's-
toys.
The fucking toys, dude. The Star Wars glasses from like the original Star Wars. Collected all of those. Amazing.
Arby's had some good shit for a while. They
So
had,
we
like,
didn't
those-
have Arby's in DC.
Oh, you didn't?
No, at least not that we would go to.
I used to
Yeah.
love Arby's, dude. The barbecue. Has anybody else had an barbecue here?
No,
It's like
I don't-
barbecue fucking Arby's.
Haven't. But so here's the thing. So they're actually getting really savvy because the advertising that they're doing to kids is actually enticing them to nag their parents to have them go to these places. So one of them, they followed this one girl, and her father is a chef. And her father's like, I don't want to go to McDonald's. I don't want to do fast food. And they also stopped doing television. They unplugged the television so their kid wouldn't get
Good.
advertised to. Yet still, after like long days, every once in a while when it's like a big, you did all these extracurricular activities, and she's like, I need to get something, I'm so hungry, let's just go to McDonald's and do blah, 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 blah. Doing what the advertisers want her to do, which is nag the parents to take her to McDonald's. But then what happens is she gets a code from her McDonald's Happy Meal that allows her to go on to the McWorld.com and watch behind-the-scenes footage of these children's shows.
That's pretty cool, actually.
It does, but it's
just
the
kidding.
way of being able to subvert the whole thing that the parents don't want her watching TV.
Ah.
Right? And so some of the other stuff that was really interesting was the thing about TV. Well, they also said a lot of people. There was a whole study about how children who watch TV are more likely to be obese, right? Well, they did a further study
Because they're sitting there watching TV.
because they're watching ads for fast food. They did a further study, and they had kids sit and watch shows on DVDs and DVDs of educational shows. Same amount of time, the kids who were exposed to the TV ads were more likely to be obese than the kids who were just sitting down. Both of them
Wow.
sitting down and watching the exact same amount of television.
Interesting.
Which starts to make you go, oh man, I mean, have you been, I know I've talked about this, but you haven't been watching Jamie Oliver's Food Revolution? Where he's
No.
trying to go into that town in West Virginia and trying to redo all of their kids. Like literally they call French fries as count as a vegetable in the like food tree. Fried potatoes count as a vegetable.
Yeah.
He made like this like salad with like a stir fry noodle thing, and they were like, you don't have enough vegetables. And he was like, don't have enough vegetables? They're getting like slices of pizza and fries. And they're like, well, fries are vegetables. And it's like, you watch the show and you're like, good Lord, people. It's not, look, I'm an adult. I know if I go to McDonald's, which I haven't gone to in ages, but if I go to McDonald's, I know that I'm eating poorly for myself. But kids who go to high school and they say, oh, well, look, there's pizza or hamburgers or French fries. They don't even, there's nothing for them to know.
Right.
They just go, well, it tastes good, so I'll just have that. I'm just a kid. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were literally feeding elementary school children pizza for breakfast. Like, what the deuce?
Yeah, it's pretty. I feel that when I was little, I got pulled into that same trap though.
Oh, dude, I literally actively have to fight again. If McDonald's was good for you, I would be eating McDonald's every moment of every day. I actively have to force myself not to stop at McDonald's because I love
You
it so
still
much.
eat there, don't you?
No, I have not eaten there in probably 4 months. That's a big thing, dude. That's how much I love McDonald's.
That's pretty
I watched
hardcore.
Super Size Me and I went out and bought a Big Mac.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because it just made me want to eat McDonald's so much. I was like, he's getting so much McDonald's.
Wow.
Well, he even went back and said, I like McDonald's still.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to really help convert people. Because there's just some people out
problem
there
is-
that don't care.
Well, but
They
the other
don't
problem
care.
is an economic problem.
Right, absolutely.
Which is it is
We're
really
subsidizing
expensive,
the wrong types
and
of
it's
food.
really expensive to eat healthy. I mean, to have really
It's
you know
more expensive
organic
to
grown
eat
vegetables,
good fruits and vegetables than it is for you
Yeah.
to go and
It's not
freaking.
expensive. It's just cheap to eat poorly.
Right.
Because, like,
Right, exactly.
that's the way
Yeah.
food should cost. Kristen saw like a recent thing on a cancer group
Mm-hmm.
that is totally funded by KFC. And it's like, and so they
Oh,
promote
dude.
KFC.
Dude,
for,
did you see? Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Susan G. Komen.
Yeah,
The-
exactly.
yeah.
I was just gonna
What?
say that. So I just saw a commercial the other day that was a freaking KFC ad
Yeah.
that said, for every bucket of chicken you buy, we're gonna donate like 25 cents to Susan G. Breast
Yeah,
Cancer
yeah, yeah.
Association.
Oh, yeah.
Like bucket of deep fried chicken.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say KFC causes cancer, but there's a bunch of shit that's linked to like trans fats and partially hydrogenated oils and all the
Yeah.
shit that they're frying this stuff in,
Right.
and a lot of it is cancers.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's like, and yet they're saying, hey, come buy our deep fried chicken and we'll give
We'll
money
donate
to
money,
cancer
yeah.
research.
So you'll get a little bit more cancer, but you know we're gonna help.
You'll get a little bit more cancer, but we're gonna help fix you later with your own money. Like, what kind of shoddy deal is that?
Dude, it's really.
Bro, I'm telling you, dude, it's scary.
I think the bigger issue though is like, so I look at people like, I'll give an example. My dad, for example.
Yeah.
He's been in bad health for a long time.
Yeah.
And he has had one triple and one quadruple bypass.
Wow.
From eating like really bad food. He
Yeah.
has like heart disease, you
Yeah.
know? And so it's like, he knows what is good food and what is bad food.
Yeah.
He
And he's a
knows-
smart guy.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
He's a really smart accountant. He's like, but for some reason, he just loves to eat that type of food. He was raised that way his entire life.
Yeah.
It starts at when you're a little kid.
Oh, yeah.
And he just doesn't care about what he puts into his body. He'll eat as long as it tastes good. He'll consume it. It's not that he
Dude.
eats McDonald's, but like he'll go off and just
Rich food.
Yeah.
Just rich. Yeah.
all kinds of really heavy, fatty, sugary, just bad, simple sugar crap, like high carb,
Bro.
stuff. And,
It's tough though because I
But
feel
how
like
do you fix that? Like I
know.
told him 1,000 times, I've been like, Dad, listen, like I'll help you out. Let me get you on a diet. Let me get you some better food. Like blah 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 blah. But like they just like I've been eating this way forever. It's like there's nothing you can do.
Well, but then the weird thing is then there are those outliers that are people who do eat like that, don't get health problems, and live till they're freaking whatever. And then you go
genetic.
Yeah,
freaks,
yeah,
the freaks,
and they are. And then
So-
you go, well, wait, maybe it's not the food, whatever it is. But the other thing,
Here's.
Yeah, go.
I was just gonna say one thing I want to. We have to attack this problem at the little kid level, at the youth when they're first starting to learn about what nutrition is. Number one. And the second thing is that you have to let these kids know that this just isn't like fun, happy, smiling, go eat food. These people are tricking you, and they're like, it's a trap, dude.
all right, but I'm gonna say something.
It's a total trap.
I know, but I'm gonna say something, which is I feel really sad because if and when I have kids, I'd like to be able to take them to McDonald's. I had so much fun going. Like McDonald's was
dude.
such a joy for me as a kid.
But
But
it was
go
a
and get
joy-
a Happy Meal and eat great food that tasted good for me as a kid, and get the freaking new Star Wars thing.
Sure, and you can go-
I miss that. I'm not gonna be. What am I gonna take them to freaking Erewhon or Whole Foods and be like, look at the salad bar, and we'll go to Toys R Us later. I'll buy you a toy. Like, it's just not fun. It's not fun for me. Like, I go to the salad bar and I feel like, oh fuck, my life sucks. What choices are there? Nuts,
No.
berries,
dude,
twigs,
You're looking
lettuce.
at it
I want to be
wrong,
at
though.
McDonald's.
It's not.
How could I have my kid be like, what do I get? Do I get spinach or mixed greens?
It's not all.
sucks.
It's not all about unhealthy options. Though food can be really healthy and taste good.
Yeah, but it's just not as fun as going to a fucking ball pit. Everyone's not gonna have a
I know
ball
you're
pit.
saying. That's true.
They should. That's what would fix this. Get a fucking ball pit at fucking Whole
Whole
Foods. So your kids are like, hey, yeah, I'll have some dehydrated kale. I'm gonna jump more in the ball pit.
That's a good
You know what
point,
I mean?
actually.
Like, because there's good
Someone
stuff
needs to
that
make
tastes
like
good. It's just
a
not
fast
as.
food, like healthy restaurant with a ball pit.
Bro, I have been talking about. I literally scream. Okay, here's the thing. This is the problem I have, which is health food on the go doesn't exist, in my opinion.
Wow.
If you're in your car,
Look what Glenn does.
If you're in your car, unless you fucking stockpile your car with like lentils and shit.
That's what Glenn does.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, he's got fucking berries coming out of everywhere. But if you're like in the car and you're like, I'm on my way home, but I have something I gotta go straight to. I just need something to eat.
A fucking piece of fruit. That's what I do to a banana. What's wrong with the banana?
Well, you can't. You can only have a banana so many times a day. I want like a freaking sandwich. I would take any of the shit that I'd eat at Whole Foods or Erewhon, but I need it in somebody to throw it in my car.
I get like turkey jerky and like good shit like that from freaking Whole Foods.
Yeah, but that's all the
They
preemptive
have
stuff.
snack
It's when
bars
you
there,
run
too.
out.
They have snack bars there. They have good little like freaking apple bars. They have
Yeah,
a
but you
lot
gotta
of shit,
park.
dude.
No, but you gotta park. You gotta get out. You gotta go to the thing.
Well, you
It's not
buy
like,
it for your house.
Yeah, but that's way too proactive. Yeah, now all I'm saying is you could make a poop ton of money if you had like a McDonald's replacement.
Poop ton?
A poop ton of money if you had a McDonald's replacement with a drive-through window in the whole 9 yards and you made healthy, affordable food.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I want to see you do that.
Dude, I'm not gonna do it. I keep talking about it every time I go to McDonald's. I'm like, fuck, I wish I was eating something healthy right now. And sorry, I'm hungry.
From like my sister, she takes my little niece to McDonald's still, and I'll always be like, Carrie, do not do that. And she's like, I don't have time.
Yeah.
I'm going to do stuff.
And money, dude.
She's
It is
hungry.
so much cheaper. You can feed a family for like $6 at McDonald's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just too bad that then that you turn 50 and you have cancer, and you're
Dude,
like, why do I
hey,
have cancer? And it's because
Preaching
you've
the
been
choir. I
eating,
get it, dude. I
been
get
eating
it.
crap your entire life.
Super reliable from KFC, dude.
No, I'm not saying it's KFC, but fast food in general, a lot of this shit's been linked to that kind of stuff.
Dude, it's whatever. It's hard that they're, but I also feel like it's, whatever. Anyway, so that's the shady stuff. All right, let's talk about our sponsors, shall we? Kentucky Fried Chicken is time for you to double down, bitches. Kentucky Fried Chicken is your place to get cancer buckets. Oh god,
That would
horrible,
be so
horrible.
amazing.
That would be awesome.
Cancer pockets.
No, I did not say that. Here we go.
Wow, Alex
GoDaddy.com.
Albrecht said cancer
I did
buckets
not.
KFC.
You said cancer.
KFC,
You
first
said
of all,
cancer. You said
your
cancer.
new double down. I haven't tried it yet.
No, don't you start. How much money you make? All right, here we go. Keep your personal information away from spammers, hackers, and your crazy ex-roommate. Private domain registration from GoDaddy.com protects you and your privacy by keeping your address, phone number, and more out of public databases.
I use this actually all the time.
Oh, dude, me too. Enter code DN2 when you check out to get $5 off any order of $30 or more. Plus, check out revision3.com/GoDaddy for a list of all the amazing GoDaddy deals from Revision 3.
Netflix, with over 12 million
Gamefly.
members.
You're on the wrong show.
Gamefly is the largest online video game rental service, offering your choice of over 7,000 new and classic titles across all handhelds and consoles. With plans starting at just $15.95 a month.
Did you get your consoles removed when you were young?
Gamefly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them as long as they like. Now, friends, there are no late fees, no due dates, and shipping is always free, just like Netflix. Once you're done with a game, send it back, and Gamefly will send you the next available game on your list. If you really like the game you're playing, simply click Keep It in Gamefly website, on the Gamefly website, and the game is yours at a discounted price. Gamefly will even mail you the case and manuals free of charge. And Diggnation fans, you get a 15-day free trial membership to Gamefly when you go to www.gamefly.com/Diggnation.
Yes, that is correct. Also, we are conducting a survey to get some additional information about our viewers. We love your feedback. So if you have a minute, head over to revision3.com/survey, and also be sure that check out that Easter egg once you're done.
Oh, is there an Easter egg
There's
there?
an Easter egg there. Glenn's,
It's actually a really good Easter egg.
It's a great Easter egg. It's a little chocolatey. It's wrapped.
It's a hippie Glenn video.
It's a Hippie Glenn video from New York. So check it out.
I would
Last
don't even feel
order.
it.
Mad props to Coors for just
Yes, mad props to Coors for sponsoring us as well.
Yes, thank you, Coors. Cheers.
Cheers.
Still cold activated.
Cold activated.
All right.
So this is an article about the fact that a lot of people have over the years said, well, with this iteration of gaming consoles, PC gaming is dead. And oh no, now that we have HD consoles, PC gaming is dead.
It is dead, though.
No, see, that's where you're wrong. And this person has a very interesting idea as to why. This is from the New Yorker News Today. A couple of interesting points,
Okay.
right? First off, it's been a long, long time since PC gaming has been around. Almost 20 years now. Actually, it's almost 20 years. People have been predicting the demise of PC gaming. So PC games have a huge back catalog
No shit.
of games ever since the freaking Zork or whatever, right? The thing is, now people are starting to get into the situation where they're accepting that it's not just bigger and badder graphics that make a PC game better, right? It used to be for a while there in the late or the early 90s, late 90s, where it was all about if the graphics are better and the 3D engines are better, the better 3D effects, the better, the more pixels and sprites you can have on the screen,
Right.
the cooler I'm going to get.
all that
Crisis,
shit.
I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Well, now it's not really the case. A lot of the big PC games are games that are intellectually stimulating or games that don't have to be visually amazing.
Dude.
And this is a great example. One of the other things they said there's so many more ad-supported retro games on the PC. So people can go back and play games like Wolfenstein 3D, and there's some enjoyment and nostalgia out of it. And also with the advent of things like Valve's Steam, where you can download older games for even paying for older games. Yeah, dude, I remember this game. Classic.
I'm gonna start playing Angry Birds.
So keep
No,
going.
no. This is part of the
keep
story.
going.
So here's the thing. So they're talking about a lot of the old games that are sort of making a resurgence, and even for pay, like through Steam and through a couple other setups. The other thing is, there are a lot of really amazing games that are sort of what they call hidden treasures in the PC world, right? So like one of them was Marathon, was a great example in '94. Not a lot of people actually played Marathon, but it's a great game. And so there's all these games that are sort of classic games that people may or may not have actually played. Yeah, it's the first Bungie game, yeah. Or I don't know if there's the first one, but... and also, they're starting to see more co-op play and things that are happening online. So, I don't know, dude. I've always thought that there is something to... And they also pointed to RTSs, right? Like StarCraft 2 is coming out.
Yeah.
Where there has yet to be that real big break where I mean, there have been some that have worked. Civ 4 was a good example of one that came to the consoles and did well.
Yeah, but
again, it's like
PCs
it's
will
not built
continue
for
to
that.
lose market share for sure.
I don't know if. I mean, it's tough
Because
because
think of it this way, like the gaming world has become just more and more fragmented, right? Because every time a new type of device comes out that can support games and developers adopt it, it's a more fragmented world. So 10 years
Sure.
ago, 15 years ago, it was all about the PC games, right?
right.
Then Nintendo came along, and all of a sudden it's Nintendo and PC games, right?
Right.
And then actually, Nintendo's a bad example because PC games were still growing back in the day.
Sure.
But now, like, look at the iPad. iPad's now taking up a good. Our iPhones are now a big place where we game. iPads are a big place where we game.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Nintendo DS.
Yeah,
is a
but
big
those
place
are
where we
places.
game.
Those are places that I game in addition to my PC gaming
you're-
system.
you're-
It's not the one.
you're-
It's not
you're
going to take
an-
over. But honestly, it's my
You're an
mobile
outlier.
thing.
You're an edge case kind of.
I don't think I'm an edge case because I think that people want to play. If people enjoyed playing PC games, they're going to continue to enjoy PC games.
Okay.
When they're out and about, they will pick up their iPhone or iPad and play.
Let's do a little poll.
Okay.
Because how many here have played PC games? There's 5 of us in the room.
Religiously.
Religiously, like used to. Okay. How many still play PC games? Dude, one here. You're the only one. How many will
Yeah, but
play
see,
it
I
when
don't
StarCraft
buy-
2
I
comes
don't
out?
buy
When
these-
StarCraft 2 comes out, how many will get back into
See?
PC
Well,
games?
when
Grammar's
Valve
in.
puts out Steam for Mac, I'm planning on jumping back into the whole
For
thing.
how long though? Until you just get
The
tired.
only reason I'm not playing PC games is I switched to Macs about 5 years ago.
See?
I don't need to play. I don't need a PC anymore, but I kind of do miss playing games.
So
yeah, you
do-
mean having fun on your computer?
You do
I hear
you do the voiceover for the Dig dialogues. Can you do it real quick and just be like, coming up on Dig Dialogue?
Coming up on Dig Dialogue.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds so cool.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, anyway, I agree with this person. I don't think that
That's amazing.
PC gaming is going to go away anytime soon. But that's because I'm a big fan of PC gaming, and I hope it doesn't go away.
Right. I agree. Yes, kind of.
I think having a
Dude.
whole industry go away in any sense, especially something that's feeding our creativity like video games, I think it's a bad thing.
I agree. I feel as though when there's 2 games I'm waiting for that'll
So many
bring me back into the
interesting ports on
PC.
this thing.
Warcraft will definitely, or that new Diablo 3.
Diablo
that's gonna bring
3,
me back in.
that's gonna be epic.
And the freaking StarCraft is gonna bring me back in.
Yeah, Star Wars Old Republic. What up? All right, let's hit an email here real quick. This is from Walter Mess. Hey guys, huge fan of your show. I was watching some old episodes and heard Kevin say something about hair product. I was wondering if you guys could tell us what you use and how long it takes you to get ready for the show. Thanks and keep up the good work. Now, I wanted to say this
How long
because
it takes you to get ready for the show?
because a lot of people assume that I take
That's awesome.
an inordinate amount of time with my hair. Inordinate. I made that. It means
It's a
a lot.
combination of a Christmas ornament and a hairdo.
And hairdo, an ornament. A long amount of time doing my hair, and the answer is that's actually not true. I usually just get out of the shower, dry off my hair, and then put like a little bit of stuff in it, and then spray.
Do you use ointment?
Ointment.
Ointment? What
What
kind of
Glenn
ointment?
doesn't even wash his hair.
I go on occasion. If I start to smell like a street person, then I'll wash
What do you mean start to smell? You should never get to that point.
He told me one time, he's like, I don't do it because it the natural oils like style your hair.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like as soon as I wash my hair, it's like straight down.
You know, they actually sell things that emulate hair oil.
It's
called-
pretty nasty the fact that your hair's super greasy and
It
oily.
doesn't get. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Can you come
stop
down here so
before
we can
I
take a
get-
look?
No,
See?
I don't want to touch him now.
Let's just take a look.
He hasn't showered.
This is no product.
Yeah, but that's also funked.
See?
That's no product whatsoever.
It's not greasy.
It's a little kind of like that when you wake up after you're drunk the night before. Dude, it's a little oily.
Bro, that styling. Okay. Anyway, so I wash
smell
my
that.
hair. No, don't. I don't want. I don't know where his head's been.
It smells like.
Well, what kind of product do you
Smell
use?
that.
I
It's
don't want
really
to smell
weird.
it at all. That's the exact opposite of what I want to do. I'd like some ice cream. I don't want to smell your finger.
That's ice cream on your finger, not
Dude,
my hair. I just
that-
smell my
What?
hair.
What?
I'm
So what
doing
kind of
way
product do
more
you
than
use?
It's like burnt something.
Oh.
Pegger, smell this.
Don't. He's got hobo hair. And don't smell hippie's hobo hair.
Let's see your fingers.
No, don't close up on the fingers. That's disgusting.
No,
He's gonna have
dude,
chunks
no.
of like birds.
All right. What are we talking about? Oh, my hair.
Hair, what do you put in it?
I
I mean, you're wearing a hat, but-
I put this It's clay. It's like this thick, dense clay stuff. It's like mud. It's called something mud.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it's got, you can find it. It looks like it's in a big ass like hard thing. It's called mud, and it's just like super.
Yeah, it's cool. You just smack
And
your
then
hand.
he's like, spin it, and that's it. So there's to it.
Cool, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not too much time, Walter. If you would like to have your email read on the show, please feel free to send it to fans@diggnation.com. That is it for this week's edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm twitter.com/Kevin Rose.
Oh,
you can
and
reach me there and add me on Twitter there,
I'm also
please.
twitter.com/Alex Albrecht. Twitter.
And I'm also revision3.com/Kevin.
Really?
No, I just made that up.
Nice. All right, we will see you next week.
Do we have profile pages? We do. Hold on. Revision3.com/Kevin. That should work. Oh no, /Kevin Rose, because that would work.
No, it's / wait.
Nope, that doesn't work.
Who the hell is that guy? Revision3.com/host/Alex-Albrecht.
Is that what you are? Really?
Rolls off the tongue.
Dude, we got to get some naming convention people over at freaking Rev3.
All right, well, we will see you next time. Have a good time.
Until next time, wash your hair.
Wash your hair every day.
No, once a month.
What?
Shampoo per plus? What do you use then?
You use
plus.
like tree sap.
Oh yeah, like I use Dr. Bronson.
Dr. Bronson.
Dr. Bronson? What the fuck is that? Dr. Bronson. It's Charles Bronson's line of hair products.